Today's video is the Auschwitz-Birkenau Tour. The Ausländer. Hello, dzień dobry. We are in Poland and we're heading towards the Auschwitz-Birkenau camp. It by far is the most recognized out of all the Holocaust camps and the most infamous. You might remember it from Schindler's List. If you haven't watched it yet, I highly recommend you go out and see it. It gives pretty good insight into Auschwitz-Birkenau. The drive from Krakow to Auschwitz is a little over an hour. I booked a private shuttle for 4 people for $70. You could also take the Auschwitz shuttle for 4 people for $20. But just note that doesn't leave every hour. Tickets are only online and you have to schedule a specific time and the English tour, which is $80 for a family of 4. The tour is split up into 2 parts, Auschwitz 1 and Auschwitz 2. Auschwitz 2 is the Birkenau camp. It's 2 miles apart, so you have to make sure you check in at the right camp. Our tour guide would take us in and around these buildings. Each building during the Holocaust had a purpose. So for example, one building was strictly experiments. Another building was strictly collecting hair. It's fucking nuts how organized and systematic things were in this camp. There are literally dozens of rooms and rooms of stuff they collected from the victims. After about an hour and a half, we took a break and we headed on the shuttle to the Birkenau camp. Here's the famous tunnel where the train would drop off the Jews. I do want to note that other people were at the camp as well, like criminals and prisoners of war. The Birkenau tour was an hour and a half and way more walking. Frickin' place was huge. 400 acres, 8 times larger than Auschwitz 1. When the Jews would get dropped off, they wouldn't even be registered. The SS would direct them to the gas chamber where they would be executed on the spot. After they died, they would be cremated in the crematoriums, and their ashes would be spread right here. If lucky enough to live, Jews will be held in these horse stables in shit-infested living quarters, maximum capacity. They wore a thin layer of clothes during the wintertime and were barefoot. During roll call, they would have to stand outside in the snow, and sometimes roll call would take hours to complete. Well, that's it. Sorry for it not being more positive. Nothing positive comes out of death camps. Let's remember the victims and hope this never happens again.